Have you ever been quoted £15,000 a month for SEO as a small business and wondered what the actual fuck you're paying for? Yeah, that's a real quote from a real client. Today, I'm teaching you how to spot these chances before they empty your bank account. This is SEO fucking what? I'm Nikki, and I've been doing SEO since before Google even existed. Before it was called SEO, when we were optimizing for Alta Vista and InfoSeek. I help small business owners make money from their websites by actually getting found online. And I do it all by being as non-wanky as I can. Now, a quick note before we start. I want as many people as possible to hear this episode because I'm sick of seeing small businesses get ripped off. And look, the reason I'm loud and sweary on this podcast isn't just because I love the attention or just because I like to shock. It's because I really and actually do care about small businesses and about the future of the SEO industry that I love. If shouting louder than the latest hustle bro flogging a course on LinkedIn gets people's attention, I'll do it. But my lovely mum keeps telling me that you catch more flies with honey than vinegar, so I've tried to tone it down a bit for this one. We'll see how long it lasts. This is a two-parter. Today, in part one, I'm covering the red flags that should have you running for the door, the questions that make dodgy SEO squirm, and the services that are usually a complete waste of your budget. And then next week, in part two, I'll show you what good SEO actually looks like, what it should cost, and how to find legitimate help. Let's crack on, shall we? Let's start with the red flags. And honestly, some of these are so obvious, I shouldn't have to say them. Clearly I do, because people keep falling for this rubbish. Your red flag number one is guaranteed rankings.
We'll get you to number one on Google.
No, they won't. And here's why. Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, can guarantee specific rankings. Not me, not them, not even Google themselves. Google uses hundreds of ranking factors. The algorithm changes constantly. We're talking thousands of tweaks every year, with major updates dropping several times a year. And guess what? Your competitors aren't sitting on their asses doing nothing. They're optimizing too. So anyone promising you specific rankings is either lying through their teeth or planning to use dodgy techniques that will eventually get your site penalized. And either way, you lose. So when someone guarantees you'll be number one, what they're really saying is, I think you're gullible enough to fall for this. Don't be. Red flag number two, mysterious proprietary techniques they can't explain. And I love this one.
We use our exclusive proprietary ranking methodology that we can't discuss in detail.
Which basically means we're making this up as we go along. Real SEO isn't a secret sauce. It's not a magic spell. It's methodical work. There are advanced techniques, and some of it gets quite technical. But a genuine expert should be able to explain their approach in terms you can understand. If they can't, or more likely they won't, they're hiding something. And that something is usually their own incompetence. I've had clients come to me after paying agencies thousands of pounds, and when I ask what the agency did, they have no idea. None. Because the agency deliberately kept them in the dark. That's not expertise, that's a con. Red flag number three, contracts with no clear deliverables. And this one does get to me. Watch out for contracts that specify monthly payments, but are mysteriously vague about what you'll get. SEO services, £2,000 a month. Okay, so what services? What are you getting for that money? Proper SEO proposals should include specific deliverables, technical audits, content creation schedules, reporting frameworks, implementation timelines. You should know exactly what you're paying for. If your contract or your invoice just says SEO services without any detail, you're probably paying for fresh air with a side of disappointment and some automated reports that don't mean anything. Red flag number four, the special Google access nonsense.
We have insider connections at Google. We have special insight into the algorithm.
Absolute rubbish. Total and utter bollocks. Sorry, Mum. Google guards its ranking systems like they're the crown jewels. Even most Google employees don't have detailed knowledge of how the algorithms work. The search quality team keeps that information locked down tight. Anyone claiming special access or insider knowledge is talking out of their arse. End of story. Move on immediately. Red flag number 5. Suspiciously cheap packages that promise everything.
Complete SEO services for £99 per month.
If it sounds too good to be true, it's because it probably is. Quality SEO takes time, expertise, and effort. None of those things come cheap. These bargain basement offerings typically involve automated tools, copy and paste AI content, and generic optimization that delivers no value. Do you know what you get for £99 a month? You get someone running your site through an automated audit, slapping together a generic report and calling it a day. That's not SEO. That's a waste of £99. The saying goes, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. And in SEO, sometimes those monkeys actively damage your site. And now let's talk about the questions that make dodgy SEO squirm. These are your secret weapons. Ask these and watch their reactions carefully. Question 1. How exactly will you measure success? Beware of agencies that focus solely on rankings or traffic. Rankings and traffic don't pay your bills. Leads and sales pay your bills. A good SEO should talk about conversion improvements, leads, sales, sign-ups. They should talk about revenue increases from organic traffic, return on your investment, and ranking improvements for commercially valuable keywords. Keywords that make you money, not just keywords that sound impressive. If they can't explain how their work connects to your business goals, they're not worth your money. It's as simple as that. Question 2. What specific changes will you make to my website? Vague promises of on-page optimization or content enhancement aren't good enough. A professional should be able to give you a clear roadmap after reviewing your site. They should tell you about specific technical issues they've found and how they'll fix them, content gaps they've identified and how they'll address them, structural improvements they recommend. If they can't provide specifics, they probably haven't done their homework, or they don't actually know what they're doing. Could even be both. Question 3. How do you stay updated with algorithm changes? SEO changes constantly. Google made thousands of algorithm updates last year. Ask potential SEOs how they stay informed. Look for answers that mention specific industry sources, testing on their own sites, professional networks, ongoing education. Be really wary of those who claim they just know what works, without explaining how they adapt. That's not expertise, that's arrogance. And question 4, what happens if we don't see results within 6 months or a year? This question will reveal their confidence and their accountability. Good SEOs will discuss what might be quick wins versus what takes longer. They'll explain their review process for strategies that aren't working. They'll tell you how they adapt based on performance data. If they get defensive or only offer vague reassurances about SEO taking time, they probably don't have confidence in their own abilities. And if they don't believe in themselves, why should you? And let's cover quickly what's usually a complete waste of your budget. The services that sound impressive but deliver nothing. Link building packages. We'll build 50 high-quality backlinks for £500. No. Quality links don't come from bulk packages. They come from mentions earned through good content, business relationships, and genuine PR. What you get from those packages is directory submissions to irrelevant sites, low-quality posts on farms, comment spam, and private blog network links that violate Google's guidelines. These links range from useless to actively harmful. Google is not stupid. It can spot artificial link building a mile off, and the penalties can devastate your visibility. Social media followers. While social signals might indirectly benefit SEO, most social packages sold as SEO services are worthless. Bought followers who never engage, fake accounts, generic posting with no strategic purpose. Unless social media directly drives your business, These services rarely deliver anything worth paying for. And anything black hat, cloaking, hidden text, spammy doorway pages, keyword stuffing, paid links on dodgy sites. These techniques might work briefly, but when, and I'm not saying if, I'm saying when Google catches on, the penalties are severe and long-lasting. Don't let anyone talk you into shortcuts. There are no shortcuts in SEO, just hard work and patience. So that's part 1. You now know how to spot the wankers, the questions that make them squirm, and the services that will drain your budget without delivering results. But do you know what? Not everyone in SEO is a chancer. There are genuine experts out there who deliver real value. The question is, how do you find them? And what does good SEO look like? Next week, I'm going to show you exactly what good SEO looks like, the services that actually deliver value, how to find legitimate help, what SEO should cost in the UK. And I'm going to give you numbers, not it depends waffle, how long it takes, and why SEO isn't a one-off job no matter what anyone tells you. If you've been burned before, or you're nervous about hiring someone, part 2 is going to give you everything you need to make a smart decision. And if this helped, don't keep it to yourself. Make sure you're following SEO fucking what in whichever app you're listening to right now, and don't miss part 2 next week. Share it with a mate who's about to hire an SEO. You could save them a fortune. If you've got a question, feel free to pop me a DM on LinkedIn or send me an email. But until next time, don't get ripped off, and I'll see you in part 2.